Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 31, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Von Bell. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what do you try to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from the quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
Now Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
They go play action with Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Johnson.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hold, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Steps away. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that
is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. Coleman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. It's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive. Backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Nixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll get this one complete to Davis. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Kroft, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mixon on the toss right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much Not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way that...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Big yardage that time for the Jets. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now it's Wilson. He's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Pirine. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow on play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 57. Rip left, rip left.
Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Again, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second down and goal. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets open the lead up to 34-0. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wait.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. On third down, Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job. Keeping the toes in bounds there. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the edge.
Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Wilson now to throw on third down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights. It is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up the screen here to mix him, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
57 to Mike. You're trash. 57. Mike, 57.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
57's Mike. Mike, 57. Let's go. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Check that. Let's go.
Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28.
And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57's Mike 57.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Again, he finds Moore.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got it. Check. Alert 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now the Jets going to use